Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Donna Just Being Real, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, my channel is about dating, love, relationships, and toxic relationships. And we're going to get into another one of these toxic relationships. Okay, this one here, someone sent to me, and it's crazy. It's basically similar to like last week. Another one. A guy flies out girl, and she didn't give him the cookies, and he got upset. So he's a little bitter about it. But I want you to share your thoughts and opinions. What do you think of the whole situation? Bitter man drops off woman at airport because she didn't give up cookies. And then also I have another story I'm going to talk about too. And in between, I'm going to be showing some little clips too. So the second relationship story we're going to get into, second toxic relationship. Make sure everybody reads the description and also share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section and hit that like. That really helps out the content creator. I really appreciate that. Now, in the second topic relationship, we're going to talk about a man catches his woman in bed with another man cheating after he ghosts her. Interesting. So also share your thoughts and opinions on that. And I will also have some timestamps in the the description, so help people that's watching the replay to help navigate through the different stories. And then I'll show little other clips too. Now this is really interesting. And also my co-host tonight is the real Jack Newtown. Yes. If you want to check out the channel, look in the description, hit his name, and it'll send you right there. All right, so we're going to get into this one. Now, this is crazy. So basically, this man has been talking to this lady for, a minute. They've been FaceTiming each other. And for whatever reason, he flown her out from LA to come and see him. And she came to see him and, taking showers in his bed, walking around with a towel, laying on his bed. But she didn't give him no cookies. And he was quite upset about that. He was very bitter. Very, very, very bitter about it. So he was upset. And he was like, you got to go. And he took it to the airport. So I'm going to show you the clip and let me know, what do you think of the situation? But real quick, let me greet the people that's in here. Don't need a man. Stop telling me I do. Hugs and kisses. Mod on deck. Welcome to Donna Just Being Real. And then we have Nikki Justice on the run. Good evening to you. Good evening. Good evening. More cookie stories. That's right. I can't with these people. Oh, gosh. And there goes our co-host. And BG Hugs and Kisses. All right, so let me share this screen here. Because this was this was very interesting. Okay. Just give me a second, ladies and gentlemen, while I share the screen out. Okay. Another crazy world star hip hop, but I had to get on somebody else's thing because the world star hip hop, so I don't know, whatever. But I'm going to show this clip. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get it. Okay, man bitter because he didn't get the cookies. He dropped off at the airport and he recorded it. Here we go. Let's get it.
Hell no, you done flew all the way out. Look, y'all, she done flew all the way out here.
You really gonna record me?
Nah, I'm recording this shit. They need to know.
You really gonna record me?
Nah, they need to know. I done flew her all the way out to LA. She
Nigga,
won't give me no cheeks.
Nigga,
We
you
done
lame.
been FaceTiming. Come on, we been FaceTiming every day.
I don't give a fuck.
No, we been FaceTiming every day.
And you really taking me all the way back to the fucking airport. You really taking me back to the airport.
You on the phone. Yes, you going to the fucking airport. Yes, you going to the airport.
And you taking me back to the airport because of what? Tell me why.
Give me no cheeks.
Nigga, I'm not fucking obligated to give you no. What?
I flew you out.
Nigga, what are you talking about? Nigga, you're lame as fuck. No, you're lame as fuck. No, you're fucking lame. You're lame. Just take me to the fucking airport. Just get me there. Just get me there.
Walk around my crib, titties out, and stuff like that, taking showers in my shower.
Nigga, it's my body. What are you talking about?
I don't care. You can't.
I don't have to give you my coochie. Are you okay?
No.
I don't have to give you my coochie.
Laying in my bed? No. You about to get dropped off.
Nigga.
At the airport.
Oh, I don't even know why the fuck I came here.
Look, she didn't want to give me no cheeks.
Nigga, get the fuck out of here. Stop recording me.
She didn't want to give me no cheeks.
Stop recording me, nigga.
Don't fly her out.
Give me the phone.
Watch out. Don't take my phone.
Stop recording me.
No. Don't fly her out. Look, don't fly her out.
Bruh, you...
She ain't talking about no cheeks. I've been FaceTiming her.
This is my cheeks, nigga. This is my ass and my coochie. What are you talking about?
Her for 2 months.
I don't have to give you no... Nigga, just get me there. I don't care, nigga. I don't care about none of that shit. I don't care about none of that shit.
Meet out on FaceTime. She flirting and stuff. You want a free trip? You
wanted to whip your wiener out, nigga. I ain't asked you to put it in the fucking camera.
Okay, I'm about to whip over here and drop your ass up too.
Whatever, nigga. Just get me there. I don't even know why the fuck I came here. I don't even know why I came here.
I don't know why you came either.
You're a lame ass nigga.
You're
a lame ass nigga. You a lame ass nigga.
You shouldn't even came. You knew you wasn't that shit. You shouldn't even came. You should have said
you can't get no coochie?
What?
You flew me out here to get coochie?
Yes. I did.
Nigga, come on.
Yes, I flew you out for the cooch.
It's cool. You're lame.
I flew you out for the cooch.
You're lame. And I will never talk to you again.
All right, well, you ain't got to talk to me again. I'm just letting you
know. Just get me there.
All right, whatever.
The fuck?
Hey, y'all about to drop her ass off.
Yeah, drop me off, nigga.
Y'all ever see her out? Don't fly her out.
Drop me off, nigga. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I wanted to respond to BG's comment, and you know what? I mean, you know, we all like laugh and giggle about certain things or whatever on this channel, but on the real side, this is a dangerous game that these women are playing. Because, you know, some of these men, you're lucky he's taking you to the airport because a lot of men won't do that. And these women have to be careful. You're playing a dangerous game with these men, okay? A lot of men can't handle rejection. Not at all. There's women too, vice versa. So, you know, I give respect to the men too because I know men go through stuff too. But this could have went a whole nother angle. I resume.
You dumb. Don't trip. You done. You getting dropped off.
I don't care, nigga.
Watch out.
The fuck?
That shit kind of. I'm just saying that shit.
No, you're lame. No, you're really lame.
No, I'm saying what you did was lame.
What was lame?
What you did.
Because I don't want to give up my coochie to you.
We on the phone, FaceTime.
Nigga, you're weird. Nigga, you're weird.
I flew you out. I
don't give a fuck, nigga. I could have paid for my own shit, and I still would not have gave you no coochie. So what are you talking about? Nigga, nigga, you lame as fuck. No, you lame as fuck.
I fly her out. Pay for her food. She want to take a shower, walk around in my room with a towel on. I can't get the cheeks though. I can't get the cheeks though.
You thirsty nigga. You a thirsty nigga.
Now this is the part that's troubling to me. You in his home. You taking showers. You walking around half naked with your breasts out, towel on, laying in his bed. You gonna tell me, and you're not a bad looking guy. You're gonna tell me he's not gonna want some cookies? And you're not enticing him? Really? Now, I'm not trying to give him credit, but, you know, we just have to go at it. Because
the guy must be ugly. He has to be.
No, wait a minute. Well, she did say they FaceTime.
The guy's ugly. He got a 2.5-inch penis.
But she said they FaceTime for 2 months. So, you know, they...
Well, hey, look, I'm going to tell you something, Donna. If a woman really likes a guy, she'll fly her own self out and give it all the goods and then fly herself back. If she really likes him, but obviously he hasn't met the what they call IOI interest level, which basically means his game must not have been strong enough. His face must be ugly enough for her to say, you know what, I thought about giving him some, but I'm gonna make a hard pass on this one.
Well, I'm working with you, Jack. Look, Jack and I sometimes disagree and stuff. No, we're not arguing. We never argue about anything. Whatever. I kind of slightly disagree because when she said this FaceTiming everybody, they've been FaceTiming each other, so she had to see something. She shouldn't be walking around there looking, acting like that. And if that's the case, if he ugly, you ain't gonna want to show your body to no ugly man.
Well, I mean, if he's spending money, that kind of, Well, but what the thing is, what was the agreement on the FaceTime?
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
well, I'm gonna finish the rest of this video all right, I'm gonna finish the rest of the video and I'll share what I think the agreement is, and I'll read everybody's comments. Resume.
Right here, Spirit Airlines.
Get me the fuck out of here.
Your little ticket at Spirit Airlines.
What you mean?
What
you mean pay for my little ticket at?
I paid for your ticket to get here. Who else paid for your ticket to get? I paid for it.
Nigga, whatever. Just get me out this fucking car. Because you're lame as fuck.
Whatever. Fucking get out of my shit.
Before you fucking crash and burn us. Get me the fuck out of here. You lame ass nigga because you ain't get no fucking coochie.
Get out.
Nigga,
get out my car.
Whatever. Just
get out my car.
Just make sure you give me my fucking confirmation number.
What? Ain't no confirmation number.
What you mean?
Ain't no confirmation number. I catch the flight. I catch the flight. Buy your own ticket. You make sure I come with your cheeks. Nah.
Yeah.
Get your bag. I ain't need your bag. Here, your bag right there.
I came here with nothing. Are you serious?
I'm cool. Go. I'm dead serious. You ain't want to give me no cheeks? You gotta do it.
Nigga, you're lame as fuck. Because you can't get no coochie.
I'm saying you gotta go. You gotta go. I'm not paying for your ticket. I'm not paying for none of that shit.
I don't care about none of that shit. You're lame as fuck.
Hey.
You can't get no pussy.
All right. Buy your own ticket. Buy your own ticket. Buy your own ticket. You gotta buy your own ticket now. Buy your.
Okay. All right, let me go into the comments and then I'll share my thought before we move on to the next one. To the next story. Okay. Nikki had said something. Don't need manners there. Okay. All right. Hugs and kisses to you. Make sure everybody vote. Okay. Nikki Justice says these are weak emotional creeps. All right. What else Nikki says? It depends on what the agreement was. Same thing Jack says. That is true. Got a point there. All right. Donna, he thinks because they were on FaceTime every day, he should get the cheeks. All right. Realist says blessings to you, brother. Realist says that's a whole fact. There's a few variables to consider when it's considered, even if the discussion wasn't had about having sex. I felt that she should have expected that he expected to stick his hands in the cookie jar. Ooh, no, he didn't go there. All right. And what else Nikki says? She wasn't supposed to take a shower after a long flight. Okay. He's expecting too much. And Realist says that's awesome point what Jack says. And what else Nikki says? That's not the issue. Purple hearts. Agreed, both wrong. You right about that. Okay, he paid the airlines. And what else the BG says? So ladylike and what a gentleman. They deserve each other. Kids game. Oh my God. BG always got something to say. All right, I'm gonna read more of his comment. Now, the shower thing. All right, what else Nikki says? The airline has the agreement section you must accept. All right, now what Nikki says about with her taking a shower, yes, it's a long day. All right, but if you're taking a shower, why are you walking around with your titties hanging out? I'm about sure she said that in the video. If you're not planning to give him no cookies, why are your titties hanging out? Why are you walking around with a towel? Men, they very visual and they very horny. It is what it is, okay? And why is she like that? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I think that's kind of a little bit on the teasing. All right, and what else? I read that one agreement. What else Nikki says here? How is it when it comes to women, we have to know what it is? Now that is true. Now a woman could fly out there and she's not trying to do anything, and that has happened. It's plenty situations and the guy just assume. But I'm just saying, I'm going by the FaceTime. They've been FaceTiming each other. So obviously they've been having, conversations or whatever, that this is what's going to happen and this was not going to happen. And somewhere along the lines, he thought he was going to get some. And you flew out there. And there's some guys, they'll fly you out and they not expecting anything. But if it does happen, shit, I'm not gonna turn it down. She looked good. But the way she carried herself, that's the part that gets me a little bit. You shouldn't be doing that kind of
My
stuff.
question is, why didn't he just get a local girl, pay a few $100s, and handle his business instead of taking 2, 3 months, fly a woman out, spend all this money, and then he gets left out in the cold? I mean, just file on your taxes. It's not worth it, going back and forth because on her end, she's lucky that he was just being an ass. Um, it could have been worse. She could have been kidnapped, sex trafficked, raped, God knows what, killed. And
Dangerous
on
game.
his end, he could have been accused of rape.
Dangerous
He'd
game.
be in the jail. So, you know,
Yeah, that
it
was
doesn't
very.
make any sense. He got low. He got low. These guys that fly these girls out from several states away have low self esteem
And you
because
know what
they
I want
can't
to add? I want to
go
add
through.
Jack to the situation. Another thing too, ladies, if you're gonna do something like this, why she didn't have the ticket, a round trip ticket ahead of time? Why, when she's going home, he's like, I don't have a ticket for you to go back. You on your own. Miss, you're not too bright. You're gonna be traveling out here. You get the confirmation number. You get the round trip ticket. You make sure you have it. You have copies of the confirmation of somebody else just in case you lose it. So if he trips out, you can get out. It could be a situation that maybe they wasn't agreeing on having sex. They was just supposed to come out there for business, just to talk, to hang out. I don't know, but he decided he felt a little horny, and you're gonna give me some, and she's like, no, and then whatever situation is, you might want to leave early. You feel uncomfortable. Why are you going out here to see this guy that you only been talking to on FaceTime for 2 months? 2 months. I believe the video said for 2 months, and you don't have your ticket to go back. Interesting. All right, Jack, you want to continue? What you have to say? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, again,
Purple Heart.
you. I hate to say this, but you got to be somewhat pretty lame to find a girl on Instagram from several states, bring her out here to have sex with her, when you can go to, whatever city you from. If you just wanted that, you could just pay the woman for some local woman for her services and keep it moving, you know. Uh, but obviously, these guys try to be slick and say, hey, I want to give you the life. I'm going to show you some things, assuming that she's believing that she's got to give it up. But that's not how it works. You gotta be upfront. You gotta say, I'm be like, you want to have sex when I come? When I come, yes or no. If she says no, okay, so be it. Cool. See you later. If she says yes, okay, cool. And she says you're reneged, okay, cool. I'll send you back. So be it.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, it's a real tricky thing. Oh, let me see. Let me read this one. On 12 says, and blessings and good evening to you, 12. They were going back and forth for 2 months. Sexual content between each other gives the impression that she wants to have to experience sex. Like I said, we don't know what the conversation is. And Nikki brought up a point too, and she said, why should the woman be a psychic? And I agree with that. It's just the only point that I'm like kind of on her end is you showering in his house, walking around with your titties hanging out and a towel. If that's not trying to entice him, man, I don't know what is. See, that's the point that I'm like, if it wasn't that situation, I mean, yes, you can go over to the guy's house and have and take a shower. You're gonna be in the shower with the door closed. You're gonna put your clothes fully on, so when you come out, you're fully dressed or whatever. But he won't not see you nude, partially nude at all, because you don't want him to get it mixed up that we're gonna do something and we in that kind of relationship. Only person I know I would be comfortable around nude is the man that I am with. Any other guy, I'm not doing that. So it's just, that's just a little bit weird on that part. All right, realist, let's hear what realist had to say. Also, maybe he felt like he was used after that. Maybe he felt, oh, okay, after I brought you out here, not saying she automatically should have slept with him. Point. All right, what else Nikki says? He said, you know what it is, not that I agreed to do anything with him. He expected it based on nothing. Mm. All right, Jack, I heard that. Oh, okay. All righty. And what else 12 says here? If they didn't share pics of their privates, I would have believed that he didn't think that things were going to go down. Well, we don't know if they share pics. I don't know if she said that in the video. I don't know. I don't recall him saying in the video that they were sharing pictures. If they did, well, of course he's gonna be thinking he's gonna get some. But I'm going by, he said she's walking around showing her breasts in a towel, laying on his bed.
She was playing light skin games.
And I'm laying in his bed. And she didn't deny it. She didn't deny it. So, yeah, interesting. All right. Why should women give up the cheeks? You're right. We're not entitled. We don't have to. Not at all. Not at all. I just know one thing. I'm just not going to be walking around like that around some man. If I know I'm not trying to give him nothing, I don't want him looking at me or thinking about it. That's just it. But you're right. We're not entitled. Nobody's entitled to nothing. She doesn't have to do anything with him. And I'm just saying is you got to be careful. Like what BG said, dangerous game. You have to be careful because there's a lot of people that cannot handle rejection. So you doing stuff like this, you putting yourself in this situation. This guy could have snapped. So thank God he dropped off at the airport. She's not in a body bag at a morgue that her parents have to come and identify, fly all the way out here to where she's at. They might not even have the money to get there. They got to do a GoFundMe to get money to fly on over here to identify the body. Oh gosh, you could just went so many ways. All right, Nikki said you could look at the man. He will think that you owe him something. Yeah, now you have those creepos. I've done plenty of videos on that one. You just say hi to a guy, he go gaga. He starts stalking you. Lord have mercy. All right. All right, what else Nikki says? Right, Jack, ask her if she's going to give you the cheeks. All right, no impression. All right. Once again, mind games. Yep, it is. Yes, mind games. Okay. What he thinks is what he thinks. There needs to be an agreement. All right. What a light skin game. All right. And Realist says exactly. All righty. And make sure everybody vote. Drop the link, Donna. Oh shoot. Okay, let me put in the link. All right, give me just a second. I'm gonna put in the link. Let me just read this last comment. Why walk around in a towel? Can anybody answer that respectfully?
Hey, that's part of the light skin games.
All I have to say is I'm not walking around no man with no towel unless it's my man. Okay? And when I'm walking around with a towel coming out of the shower, hopefully he's gonna be aroused and we ready to. But that's just about it. All right. I'm gonna put the link in, and then I'm gonna also show another clip. I'm gonna show another clip, and then I'm gonna show this brief clip before I show the main second story, ladies and gentlemen. All righty. Let me put this link in for Nikki. I'm loving everybody's feedback because I'm loving everybody, see things. They see things differently. They agree, don't agree, whatever and stuff. So I put, all right, there's the link if anybody want to jump up and share your thoughts and opinions. Well, and that's it. Now I'm gonna get ready to set up for the next one. All right, the link is in there, Nick, if you want to jump up. All right, give me a second here while I share this next clip. Let me find it. Okay. The people are more interested in just okay. Okay, this clip here that I'm going to show. Now, there's this guy here, and he says people are more interested. This is one of TikTok's short videos, short clips. People are more interested in just hooking up rather than getting. Okay, let's see what he has to say. Okay, let's get it.
I will say this about dating in general. That's a big disappointment for me. And that is how quick everybody wants to get physical, how fast they want to procreate. And I've been on somewhere probably between 150 and 200 first dates. That's just what, in Phoenix with Bumble and Match and Zoosk, everybody could have 4 or 5 first dates in a day, meet and greets. Here in Osage Beach, Missouri, which is 4,000, it's hard to find anybody. It's like dating out of your high school. It's 4,000 people. But in Phoenix, there were days I had multiple first dates, and everybody wants to hook up on the first date. There was one woman who was a nurse. She was Navajo, and she was willing to wait to the third date. I just don't like moving that fast because I would rather be in a long-term committed relationship, marriage, ideally. And for me, the procreative activities, getting together physically, is better in a long-term relationship. It's more frequent. I mean, they're right there. They're in bed with you. And I feel like I can get more adventurous. But everybody, like I said, I've only met one woman who would wait to the third date. She was a Navajo nurse. I've had multiple dates where we didn't even have the date, where I'd plan a date. I can think of a handful of them without even any effort. There was a woman in Tucson, just a disaster of a woman. And we were going to eat at Texas Roadhouse. And she got out of her car. We'd been talking on Tinder for a while, not very long. There was really no emotional connection. And she walks up to me, and the first thing she says is, "Let's procreate in my car." And I said, and this was one where I denied it. I have to admit, I've given in and I've procreated on a lot of first dates. But I said, no, I'm going to go in and eat. I'm hungry. If you want to join me, you can. But then on the second date, we were procreating all over the place in her house. But it doesn't seem like anyone really wants to get to know each other. All they want to do is polish each other's belt buckles, About this date, I will say I got a positive wow from her. I'm not going to say regarding what. And she also talked about going on future dates. I will also say there's no way we'll be a long-term couple. If a woman will hook up with me on the first date, or even provocative texting right out of the gate, it ruins my trust in them because I'm not narcissistic enough to think I'm the only one.
Listen.
Okay. Nikki, where are you? Maybe she got cut off. You come back and share your thoughts. Or anybody else wants to jump on. Hopefully Nikki will come back. There she goes. There she's back. All right. Hey Diva, and how are you this evening? Can you hear?
Good evening. Yes, I can hear you. I was on, and I had to put a new picture up there. It's like every time I get on StreamYard, it's something. This is weird.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, Jack. Is Jack still there? Hey,
Jack, are you there?
Shout out to the chat.
Yes, we have Nikki, my moderator, Nikki Justice on the Run, and also one of my main characters of my animation, which you have to check. I will be doing animations again, and I'm gonna have a night so people can catch up on all the videos. Now, girl, what you gotta say? Go ahead, break down.
So, I think I didn't know it was going like that for everybody else as far as the dating. But he's right about the dating. It's just all over the place. And people are really not into, I think a lot of people are scared at this point in time to actually commit to anything. And it's a lot going on out here. People are, I don't know. I really don't know. But as far as being thrown out and things of this nature, first of all, even if you make a Google account, right? If you make a Google account just to get an email, you have Google agreements right? Is that right or is that wrong?
You said to open up a Google account. You have an agreement?
Right, to make an email. You have
Yeah.
to agree to their terms and their conditions, or you don't get an email, right?
Correct.
So when something just as basic as that and free as a Google account, right? There are still stipulations and terms that you must agree to. You must accept. There is no you know what it is. You understand? There isn't. There's no you know what it is. Because guess what? You know what it is because there's terms and agreements that you must follow. When you book a flight, you have terms and agreements, okay? That you must say that you're going to abide by. All right? That's what binds you to the law because you're accepting it. You're contracting with these people, okay? And vice versa. They're contracting with you too because they have a responsibility as well. There is no you know what it is when you get a woman, okay? If you pay the airline, right? You knew that you had to pay airlines to get a ticket, right? How does then the woman owe you the cheeks and not the airlines? Why does the airlines owe you the cheeks? You understand where I'm going with this? Why is it that the woman must be treated like you understand what men want, they pay for, and they treat in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to a woman, it's always you know what it is. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't care if they talked on the phone for 3 years. If they never agreed to have sex when they met and she got there, got off the plane and things of this, then it was no, you know what it is. Women are not mouth readers. Women do not owe you anything. Women are not teases and things of this nature. Yeah, she walked around here naked or whatever she did. She took a shower and things of this nature. Did she agree to have sex with you? That's the whole question. Did she?
Let me ask you, Nikki, on this one. All right, and I told I agree with what you're saying. It's crazy. It's like I said, the part that disturbing to me was she's showering his house, walking around showing her breasts
Mm-hmm.
in the tower, laying on his bed. That's a
Mm-hmm.
little bit of red flag. So, what do you think of that one? If she didn't plan to have sex, she just
The
coming
thing
out.
about
We don't know what they discussed on the phone. We don't know
because
that.
the thing about it is that she was gonna take a shower. It was a long. Where was she supposed to take a shower at? And then after I get out the shower, putting on your clothes inside the bathroom is like kind of defeats the purpose of the shower. So the thing about it is why didn't he, as a man, step outside of the room? Why is it always on the woman to be this? She has to protect herself. She has to stop a man from doing something to her. No. Why isn't it that a man doesn't have enough, whatever? They're just meeting for the first time. Why didn't he step out the room? Just step out the room.
You have a point there. You have a
You
point.
know,
Right
I,
there. You
I,
have a point.
I just cannot stand putting my clothes on in the bathroom. I will do it if I have to, but it's hard to put your clothes on in the bathroom after a shower. Men try it and see well, men don't wear the type of clothes that women wear.
When
So
I said that statement about in the bathroom, I'm just saying just somewhere private, either bathroom or the bedroom that he's not there to see. That is like the way
right.
you just take a shower.
Oh, I'm sorry. I stepped out. What's going on, Nikki?
Hey, Jack, yeah. I just think everything shouldn't be on the woman. And once again, the man, he paid, for things. Why does that always mean that the woman is supposed to repay him with sex? But he's not expecting sex from anybody at the restaurant. He's not expecting sex from the owner of the restaurant. He's not expecting sex from anybody at the airlines. Understand? He's seen breasts and naked women before when he saw his mother naked. Did he expect her to give him some cheeks and all that? Like what? What are you talking about? You've seen these things before. Men need to have more self control. That's what
Well,
I
I,
think. It's
uh,
not no what you know what it is. It's not no women are mind readers. And because you buy if you bought her a diamond ring, that doesn't mean sex. You
I,
agree. You paid your money to the ring store. right? To the jewelry store. That's who you gave your money to. You have an agreement with them. You have a receipt with them. You have a contract with the jewelry store if you buy that ring, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you give it to her, then there's a different contract there, right? So there's agreements with everything, and I don't understand is you know what it is. Because the thing about it is that it just seems like he was gonna take that whole thing to a different, like, ha, yeah, I just had sex with you on the first day. He was gonna try to ghost her or something, something silly. Because if he reacted in that way, it's just another way he was about to react if she did have sex with him. They didn't have, empty checks and things of this nature. They didn't, they just talked on the phone. That's wild to me. When you call up your insurance agent, do you call them and say, "Hey, give me some cheeks"? No. You just pay. You just pay your bill. You never even get to meet these people and you pay them your money. I just don't understand it.
But
I don't.
I respect what you're saying, Nikki. I see the angle that that you're going at. I
Mhm.
understand 'cause, if there are some men, they figure when they do put out some money on you, they automatically they're gonna get some. And like I even show videos of, even though it was like a comedy, but I show video like guys like, yo, I just took you on a date. This bill is like 200. You come home with me tonight. And it's like, excuse me, no, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah,
You
you gave somebody else that $200. You you didn't, like, what? You know what I'm saying? You gave them $200. Are you gonna call them tomorrow? Absolutely not. You're never gonna have another relationship with these people. You're not gonna have any access to them. You see what I'm saying? So why, when it comes to women, there's something different. Like when you go to the restaurant, you sit there, you order, you know what you are expecting, right? You know what you're there for.
let me read what this comment that realist put down. All right,
Okay,
respectfully, I just think that she had at least considered
no,
the
she
fact
shouldn't.
that sex
Absolutely
was
not.
one of his motivations for coming out of pocket.
Why? Why should she have for what? Like what? For what? She's a mind reader? Is that what you're saying? So once again, if you can keep thinking that if you want to, it's a lot of dudes in a whole lot of trouble right now.
Well, and that's true because I even ask guys like, when do you expect that a woman's supposed to give you some cookies? How many dates?
How
And
do
you
you
think?
expect that though? Like it's what for what though? Like a woman is just supposed to know, is she what? I don't get it because guess what? A man bought me coffee at 7-Eleven. What I'm supposed to do? For real. No, honestly, with you. What am I he bought me a coffee. What am I supposed to do?
Mm.
He bought me a coffee. What am I supposed to do for that coffee? Be for real.
It's just the part that with her walking around like that. That's the part I'm like, honey, that's just not cool. Sound like you
Right,
was
but if
trying
you
to
think
impress.
about it, right, but don't if you think about it, women walk around like that outside every day, all day. They walk up and down the street like that.
Mm.
Is he gonna say what to them? What is he gonna say? Oh, you walking up and down the street with your boobs out? They are literally showing everything. Everything is see through. They're wearing towel-like
Already.
structures. Calling it a dress, wearing towel-like structures, calling it a dress. Right? Is that short? So what is a man supposed? Oh, she was teasing me. No, absolutely not. You need an agreement. Period. You must have an agreement, or you will be considered a criminal.
Well, we don't know about the conversation they had. They just been FaceTiming each other for 2 months, so we don't know exactly what happened. We're going by the video and sitting in the car. And when he said that she was doing such and such, she didn't deny it. She
Right.
was like, what? You mad? Because, and whatever, stuff like that. So didn't deny it. So when I heard that part, I was like, well, hold up. That's a little bit on the. But I
Right.
mean,
He said, you know what it is. That's what turned me all the way off because that right there tells you that when he said no,
No, it is.
seriously, Donna, when he said you know what it is, that means
that
he
was
had
it. Nikki was mad. I
right,
understand. I'm
It
not
should have
even
been transparent in the first place. This
right,
total transparency will mitigate
yes,
the
Phyllis,
madness,
we
the
don't know.
confusion. Obviously, there was no transparency. He should just write it off on his taxes.
Right.
Or be like the girl that sued the guy for not taking her on the second date.
For the date.
Which won't go nowhere, of course.
Dating is difficult, and I didn't know that these like this other video that you showed was interesting. The white man saying that every date that he went on, they wanted that, right? They wanted the cheeks.
Yeah.
But I was shocked.
Completely different. He dating the women that want to give it up.
Right. So they need to trade
if she wanted that guy, she would have flew herself out there and would have did whatever she needed to do if she really wanted him. Obviously, he didn't draw enough interest level as far as his report as well as his communication skills, which there was no transparency. It was just all based on assumptions. And you know how the assumptions go. You make an ass out of you and me.
Right.
And he didn't communicate with that. And she's not entitled to give him anything. You know, you did it. Just write it off your taxes. Just consider this an L. Take the L. Hold it real tight. And just hopefully next time you make things clear to the next woman that you try to fly out. Or just don't fly them out at all.
And the one thing that was missing from his entire conversation was we agreed on this. We talked about it. You understand? He never said that. So no, just no. Just no. You know, it could have been violent. It could have went the other way with her too, because she could have did something to him. You know what I'm saying? So it could have went.
Like I said, in the other video, you have a point too, because it could have went another way. These guys have to be careful too, because you have some women that will set you up. They'll
get robbed and drugged like Cardi B did.
Yeah. You know, a lot of women that do. So he is taking a chance. Everybody, you know, this game of lust. You know, lust is one of the deadly sins. Realize this lust will get you caught up in something for wanting that cheeks. He says.
Because these ladies are getting these men set up, like you said. It's a lot of ladies on a lot of these new shows that are actually the ones that are initiating. So you got to be careful as far as the criminal aspect of it, right? So you really have to be careful. You really do. And I'm just going to say, men, don't expect that. She could be carrying the bug like this other girl on my video. She got it for 10 years, and she just flaunting it and swishing it all around everybody.
Wait a minute, what video? I missed it. What video you did?
Goodness darn, this girl is 65 pounds. Oh my!
Oh, wait a minute. You talking about the one that was having rainbow hair? The one that was having sex with? Oh yeah, that's the one. That's a whole nother thing.
Oh, you're talking about the one with the hive.
Now that yes.
And that was and Chris Brown and such celebrities and Cannon.
Nick Cannon, he's sick. He keeps saying that he just has lupus and things of this, but
hold the Nick Cannon thought, because I'm gonna get into Nick Cannon in a second.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say that for last.
Go ahead.
So y'all don't disappear on me. Yeah, I have to say something about that.
Sorry about that,
well, I'm not gonna say it. No. You can stay, girl. Stay up here. Don't go.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. I'm mute.
Hello. You stay, okay? All right. Let me just read this this last comment from Realist before I get into the next topic. But nah, women don't owe sex to men. But most women make it seem as if everything is based on what a man has financially is the key to interaction, and anything else. It's societal fault in a way. LOL. You got a point. There. You got a point. And I'm going to get into that one. That's going to be another topic to get into. Talk about that one. And thank you, Realist. Blessings to you. We're paying money, said Peak Lady. Just said. It is. All right. Y'all enjoy the music while you wait while I switch over to the next one. All right. Give me a second here. What am I showing? You know what? I'm going to show the next one. I'm going to get into the main topic. me do that one first, and then I'll show the other ones later. Okay. This topic that I'm getting ready to show here, we're gonna get into this next topic here. All right. Now this one I'm gonna get into. Basically it's wait a minute. Let me do it this way. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. So it's easy for me to do it this way so I can do timestamps. All right. Toxic relationship number 2. All right, this is the second topic, toxic relation number 2. Man catches his girlfriend in bed with another dude, but this man has been missing for a minute. He basically ghosted her. Now he pops up, he catches her in bed with another man. Y'all share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Tell me what you think, and I will play the video right now. Let's get it.
Look, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about right here. I come home, I still got my key. I come over here. She got a whole nother in the bed with her.
So,
what do you mean so?
So what? So I ain't seen you in how many months?
It don't matter.
It does matter.
I'm saying, what are you talking about? Saying, like I come over, you got a whole nother dude.
So
you
what?
Got a whole
you
nother dude
here.
with my baby.
You wasn't here though. But you ain't been here since I was 7 months.
So what?
You missed out on.
Hold on for a second. Hold on. It's what's going on this week?
Coming up here with a camera?
It's still my baby because I want them to see this. I want them to see this. It's 7 months. Okay, you're right. I went there. I ain't been there since 7 months, but I told you I was going through depression. I was going through depression. And I didn't think I needed to be there because the baby wasn't even born yet.
You were going through depression and I was pregnant with a whole human being.
It don't matter. Why
make it make sense. Make it make sense.
I'm trying to make this make sense. You got a whole dude in the bed. Like
exactly.
he chilling comfortably. That's not his baby. That's my baby. But why you supposed to be chilling comfortably with somebody else's baby though, bro? Like that's not your baby. That's my son. What you mean? So what are you talking about?
If I'm not mistaken, did you not say that you wanted a blood test?
Yes, I said I want a blood test, but he just said something I know. So that means you was messing with him already or something. Like how long? Like what's going on? He must have been around for a while. It ain't adding up. So if it ain't my baby, you said what? Man, stop playing with me, man. Go on, stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me, bro. It ain't. Stop playing. Ain't that? How I sound like a.
And then you record.
Because it don't make sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
I want people to see how you. I want people to see how you ain't. Like, okay, you can do, bro. We both gonna be recording. We both gonna record.
You ain't been there.
Because I'm saying, why is this man comfortable?
First of all, the last time I saw you was when I was 7 months. Prior to that, you came around every blue moon.
So what?
Get up out of here.
It don't matter.
It does matter.
I'm saying though, why are you bro? You can record all you want. Record all you want. You can record all you want. I was in love with her.
How?
I was in love. What you mean?
How?
I was in love with her. Like, why are you still in love with her?
Exactly.
But how what? You start embarrassing myself. I'm not emotional. I'm just trying to figure out how am I emotional? How I'm trying to figure out why is another man in the house. I still got a key to this house. I still have a key.
Told you to give me my key. You only have.
You are bold though. You are bold. Like you know I have a key.
I'm not bold. Why don't you tell the truth? Why don't you tell the truth about how all you did was you? You did you for the longest. All while I was pregnant. You did you.
But I ain't trying.
But nothing. But now that the baby is out, now you want to be a happy family. You wasn't there not once.
We never had. Okay, but we never.
Found out I was pregnant, you were upset.
We never had a talk.
Immediately, first you denied it.
I still was around though. I was still okay. I did want a blood test. You know why? I wanted a blood test because my mom said I should get a blood test. So I was just listening to my mom. It's not that I doubted this.
And that's exactly why we where we at now because you listen.
But you got a whole nother. You got a man.
Let's keep it 100.
This a whole man.
Let's keep it 100.
This man know this ain't his baby. This man know it ain't his baby. Look, see that's what I see now. If I go outside and come back and acting stupid, then what? If I go outside and start acting stupid, then what? If I go outside and act stupid, now what?
Done with it. Goodbye.
And he wanna what want to be a stepdaddy though? Emotional. It's my it don't matter.
I just want to pause real quick. What is this new thing? You got a whole man. The other one I show, I was a whole gentleman. What is this new word? Whole. I'm just curious.
It's just invented. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So hold on. So there were boyfriend and girlfriend. They were not husband and wife.
They boyfriend girlfriend. She had a baby by him. He ghosted her because he was going through depression. So she's basically been doing this by herself, and now he pops up. He finds a whole man. His words. Man.
That's his problem. He ain't married to her. So
all right, let me finish.
What he said tripping about?
Resume.
Don't matter, but that's crazy. Look at her. Look at this. She kicking me out.
Captain.
She kicking me out.
You wasn't supposed to be here anyway.
That's supposed to be. That's
I
nice.
let you store your things. You can go. If you're gonna keep
that's
lying,
crazy. Look at this. And she really gonna. She don't get it.
Keep it 100 about what really's going on.
I know I'm not tripping though, y'all. This man is baby, man. Look at that, man. Like y'all got y'all gonna get the baby don't even like him. That's my son.
Okay, bye.
The baby don't even like him.
Don't.
It's all good. I'll go. I'ma leave. I ain't tripping though. I'ma leave. But y'all take a good look at this. Look.
Whatever.
Somebody want to be a stepdaddy.
I
didn't even know you good daddy. Heard, got another man laying up with my baby. Got another baby laying up with my baby.
Okay, bye.
Another man laying up with my baby. It's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good, bro. It's all good, bro. But I bet. It's all good. I'm gonna leave.
Oh my goodness, he picked the baby up. Oh my goodness, to be smart, right?
That was crazy. All right, Nikki, you want to share your thoughts on that one?
I'm still trying to process it. I don't know what to say, Donna, because this looks real. Like I don't think this is scary.
Oh, I should say to y'all, when I be showing these clips, I'm assuming they right. They true stories. Some of them might not, because that whole McDonald's thing, when that girl said, "Oh, we were just acting," I'm just making my coins. Ever since I'm a little kind of weary on these things, but regardless, this stuff is happening.
That's a real precious baby, and I just think that he left on his own. What exactly was she supposed to do? I just, what?
Yeah, that is kind of low to leave a woman, while she's pregnant by herself. He said he was going through depression. Well, what is she going through? She's carrying a life in her body, and her whole body is changing for 9 months. I mean, that's not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing to carry a child. And, a lot of women do have babies and they die giving birth.
Yes.
Everything to have a baby, because you don't know. Because I know when I was pregnant, each time I was praying to God that please let me survive this. You know what I mean? And this was before, giving birth. I was the same praying, because I've heard of so many stories of women having babies and they died. Just right there. The heart gave out. The body just couldn't take so much, and they just died. The doctor didn't do nothing wrong. She ate right. She exercised. The man had healthy sperm. She had healthy eggs. Her body just went to heaven.
Yeah, this is a lot. And I'm not, he was having problems and things of this nature, but he should once again have communicated that and expressed that, instead of just like, oh, me, time, me, and me, and come back at the finish line. Like, that's interesting to me. I don't get it. It's one of those things where she know what it is. Like, women are not supposed to read your minds. If you're gone, you're gone. A woman that's is not supposed to be chasing you down, hunting you down, looking for you, telling you, hey, there's a doctor's appointment, or hey, I'm pregnant. Like, that's stressful. And if she didn't have to go through that, once again, like Donna said, because your blood pressure goes up, a lot of women also get diabetes, which gives you a risk of
Oh, I forgot about that. That is true. Yeah. I didn't experience that one. But a lot of them, they never had diabetes. You're right. Now, once they get pregnant, they like doctor tell you, you borderline diabetic. You like, what?
And that can cause blood clots. Blood clots cause strokes. I mean, heart attacks. Once again, it's just a lot of things that happen. or at least try to get your family to bedtime. You know what I'm saying? Or something. It's just a lot of things that a pregnant woman needs. And I don't understand this individualist type of society, or a man thinking that that's okay for him to do. Now, if that other man is actually taking care of the baby, then good for her. Go ahead with that. You know, there's no looking back once you get up and leave your family like that. I don't know. There needs to be agreements. You must talk about these things. You have to.
Excuse me, lady. I'll be right back. Just give me a second here.
Go ahead. Okay, so what's going on in the chat?
Y'all
Really?
can talk.
Was that their kid together? I think it was the guy's kid that walked in, but now he's doubting if that's even his child. I'm not sure. I never saw this before. Because if so, no matter what, that's a violation to touch another man's child in front of him. I think I think it is a violation in a way, but in a way it's not because the other man was there. He was there, I'm assuming, at the birth of the baby. And now he's actually taking care of the baby. He's sitting there with the baby. They all
Just
three.
be on the, I'm sorry, Nikki. Be on the sure side. They're going to take a paternity test.
Yeah, that's
To
fine.
make sure that he is.
Mm-hmm.
Just instead of making a fool of himself by coming in and talking about, oh, well, you here with another man. Well, nigga, you left. I mean, oh, damn, sorry. I'm sorry.
What did you just do, Jack? What did you do?
I'm sorry.
I'll just mess
I apologize.
I love you, Jack.
Please forgive me in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry.
Let
It's
me,
kind of hard for me to hold my tongue at times. So
y'all need to check out Jack's channel. He don't play. He get very raw. Love it.
But,
All
yeah,
right, let me
yeah. You should just get a paternity test, and if it's his, you just,
Yeah,
just
that's fine.
pay the
Paternity
bill.
especially while the baby is still that little.
If not,
That's
bonus night.
Oh, that was a newborn. You saw the little legs, little chicken legs.
That's
Oh
what I'm
my
about to say. Yeah,
so
that baby is only a couple of weeks old.
Let me read this comment. What Rilla said. What he said was that their kid together. Because if so, no matter what, that's a violation to touch another man's child in front of him. You have a point. But he kind of broke inside that house. But I don't know. This whole thing is just tricky, Realize. I just, she's pregnant. He ghosts her because he going through depression. She's by herself. Maybe this guy came along. He was comforting her, help her going to the doctors, helping her carry the bags. Was there for her. And
why didn't you change the locks?
Huh?
Why didn't you change the locks?
Oh, that is the truth too. Should have changed the locks. You right about that. All right, let me see. Let me just read these comments. What else? Rilla says, I don't blame her for finding someone else though. If he took off, okay, Captain. What Captain says, if he abandoned her, then that's all on him. Then, okay. Rilla says, oh, okay, thanks, y'all. All right, and what else? Captain says, something that's not being considered is that you don't know what she said or done to him to make him leave. Just my personal opinion. Well, in the video, Captain, he said he left because he was depressed. Depression. That was what he said.
Right. That's not on her.
We just going by what the video.
Everyone's depressed.
There's more to the story.
Do what you have to do.
Yeah, you able to, shoot up. You able to blah 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 inside of the cookies, and this is what happened. The girl gets pregnant. Oh, I'm depressed. I gotta go. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay. She could have got depressed too, being by herself. And then next thing you know, she got postpartum depression. It's just too much. Pam Money says, they was too calm to me though. Okay. And what else Rilla says? Oh, Pam laughing at Pam. What else Pam said? And then he walks out while the man's chilling in the bed. Well, thank God it did fall that way, Pam, because, some people get a gun, it could have been a murder going crazy, but maybe he decided to, play it kind of cool because the baby,
He wanted some content.
Yeah, it could be that one too. And then let's get into that one. What is going on, everybody, with these cameras? They're recording everything. Everything. It's like, oh, gotta record. We gotta go on World Star. You know what is this? It's just crazy. It's just totally crazy. All right. But Captain, thank you for sharing that. Everybody, thank you for sharing your thoughts here. I think I have another clip. What is the time here? I only want to do 40 minutes, so you're doing an hour. Hold a second.
You had an hour now. It's 60 minutes now.
Okay. I'll end off with this clip. Wait a minute. Oh no, I got two clips because we gotta do the Nick Cannon. I'm so sorry, y'all. We're gonna have to do Nick Cannon. Let me show this dude here what he has to say. And then we're gonna get into Nick. It's gonna be really brief with Nick. We're gonna go all too much into the Nick world. All right. Enjoy the music while you wait. Where is it? Okay. Another short video. Okay, we're just going to hear what this brother has to say, his opinion, and he's giving advice to the ladies. It don't take a man a long time to know if you're the one. Tell me, what do you think of it? Let's get it.
Hey, how y'all doing tonight? I hope all is well. I want to get right into it like I always do. Tonight's message is about a man don't need that much time to know if he want to marry you or not. Yeah, listen up. It's about to get real up in here. Listen, it don't take us that long to know if you're the one or not. It don't. And due to the fact that it's been so many years and so much time, respectfully, and you may not be the one. Because as far as I'm concerned, marriage is the goal. And if he hasn't proposed to you yet, he's not going to. And you may hear it a lot when they say, I'm not ready. It's just not that time yet. Yeah, like we hear that a lot. But listen, truth be told, whether you got $1 million or $100, you can still get married if he wants to marry you. Now, just sit back and understand this right here. I've been together for all this time. It almost feels like y'all married, but deep down in the back of your mind, y'all not married because he's never got on one knee and proposed to you. He didn't put no ring on your finger, so you know y'all not married. And you ask yourself, why? I promise you, it's not you, it's him. It's not in his plan to marry you. He would have did it already. Because it doesn't take that much time. It's simple. We know already. Truth be told, statistics say that within 6 months, a man already knows whether or not if he wants to marry that woman that he with. 6 months. And it's people out here being together for 5 years, 4 years, 7, 6 years, and they still not married. And she's okay with that? That's not okay. Because once again, as far as I'm concerned, marriage is the goal. But once again, I'm just a messenger.
Okay, what's your thoughts on that one? I'm gonna do a whole video about that one.
I know
you want to know.
That's interesting. I never thought about 6 months. I heard a lot of people throw that around. 6 months seems kind of fast. I don't know.
Let me say, for example, when a man going to a store, he's going out to an event and he needs himself a shirt and tie. He's in and out. He knows what he wants. He already got to know what he wants. He go in the store, he see, bam, that's the one I want. Does it fit me? He has it fitted and everything. That's it. Us women, we be in there for a minute. We be in the store for a minute trying this outfit on, trying that outfit on, trying this one. Oh, this might not work. Ask my friends, what do you think? And takes a minute. But usually men will know by the 6 months. If you're like steady dating, not saying he's going to propose to you, but he already has in his mind that she might end up being the one. Okay. So I do agree from said that, yeah, about 6 months, a guy usually knows. But that 5 years being in a relationship, ladies, you are nothing but a time filler to this man. You are wasting your time. Either he doesn't want to get married to you because you're not the one. He might want to get married, but it's someone else. So you're just a time filler just until he find that person. But you're not the one that he really wants to settle down and spend the rest of his life with. No, that's just not happening. And you'll know the signs. And usually God will kind of like tell you. He just ain't feeling the marriage. But then those women, they still around with these guys and they thinking, oh, I'll change if I just do this and do more. Oh, he's just talking. He'll change. He'll see because I'm the one for him. And then they end up looking, looking stupid at the end. You spend like how much time? 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year. And you coming out with nothing. And then what's the funny thing in cases like that, Nikki, you'll find a man, you two break up. He'll be with the next girl, and next thing you know, 8 months, you find out he's engaged. You're about to get married. See what I'm saying?
Right.
So that happens a lot too.
I saw that before. This girl, she was with this guy for like, I would say 2 years. And then as soon as they broke up, he went over there and he engaged to her and he married her. She ended up having 2 children that weren't his. It was just hilarious. It wasn't funny, but it was like, you dodged something for real. You know what I'm saying? So he called himself being funny by making her the space filler. And then he jumped, out of the frying pan and into the fire.
This is a tricky game, but I'm gonna do a video on it. Not so much of a live stream, just break down that when men know that you're the one. And women, you have to realize it is what it is. And don't be out here, ladies. I hope nobody who be watching my channel be out here proposing to men. No, we might pick the guy, but they pick the wives, and we just the ones who accept. Y'all don't be getting around here proposing to men, buying rings. That's just, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. What's going on with these females out here? And Pam says that hit home. Ooh, deep. All right, what does Rilla says here? That's not always true, but I get where he's coming from. It doesn't take me long to decide if I feel I can't see a future with someone. And that's the point I'm trying to say. That he'll know if he can see a future, he can't do without her. Whatever his plans are let me just not talk to him, because that's a whole nother subject. Stay tuned for that and I'll break it down. All right. Pam says, I don't think she's okay with that. Oh, I guess you're talking about with yes, the signs are there. Okay. And Captain says, in 2 years, you should know it doesn't take no 6 months. It doesn't take no 6 months. It takes longer just to make sure that she's no chameleon. And it takes 2 years max, just a personal opinion.
I think 2 years is a good, yeah. If that's your plan, right? If that's your plan with that person, then yeah, I think 2 years is. I was thinking 2 years. I did think 6 months was early.
I say 2 years is if you're young, like early 20s in college, because you're getting yourself together. So it's going to take good 2 years of dating because you're kind of finding each other. You're finding yourselves and finding each other. But when you start hitting like around 32 and up, you kind of know your direction in life, what you want and what you don't want in a relationship. Hopefully you do. Your head is not all over the place. You know what I mean? Some people's all over the place. They don't know what they want. They could be 60 years old and they still confused. But the average person, you kind of know what you want and what you don't want. If you want to have children, you want to know what you want to do for a career. You know what type of man you want to date. You know what type of woman you want to date. And especially you had a little experience of dating, so you know what's your deal breakers and what you want in a relationship, what you don't. You'll see this person be like, hey, we've been rocking for like 6 months to a year. If this is the person. You don't spend holidays together. You got to meet each other's family, meet each other's children, or planning on having children, So I guess it depends on, my opinion, it depends on the age and the mindset of what you're dealing with. What you're dealing with. Because, honey, if you like 30 years old and you sit around here waiting for a man for no 2 years, then you sit here and don't even get no ring, your time clock is ticking, especially if you want to have children. So, it's just on you. All right. Rilla says, If I'm happy with her, I got no issue settling down, honestly. Oh, I'm going to pin that comment. I'm going to pin that one. All right. True caps. All right. Pam says yes, they usually leave and marry another woman. Yeah. When you get in those situations, yeah, you waste all the time. Because I'm sorry to tell y'all can get mad at me, but women have a time clock. Men don't. Men could be like 55 years old, find themselves a young girl and get married and, chill from there. It's not that easy for a woman. I'm just saying. So y'all can come at me in the comments, whatever y'all want to do, but it is what it is. All right. Oh, what did Pam says? Yes, they usually leave him. Okay, I said that married other one. And Pam says money. All right. Thank you. All right, let me just show this last clip here. I keep hearing forever. I just want to show this one with the Nick Cannon. And just tell me what you think, and I'll let y'all go this evening. And thank you for the great feedback. I'm loving it. You know what? Let me do the poll first. Let me do the poll next. I'll forget. And then don't need man be on me. Be like, if I got the poll again, yeah, I know I'll be forgetting. All right, we have 12 votes. You are in an exclusive relationship. Should you have 1 minute? Should you have? You can't put so many words. Should you have password to cell phone and social media? 12 votes. 67% says, of course, Donna, and 33% says, no way. Interesting. All right, enjoy the music while you wait, and I'm going to show this little last clip. It's like under 2 minutes. Under 2 minutes. Wait a minute. Oh gosh, I gotta find it. I thought I had it set up. Excuse me, belching like that. Alrighty, this is. Oh. Okay, everybody know the trending topic that's going on. Good old Nick Cannon. Once again, he's having another child. All right, this is baby number 10. And sorry about the loss of his other child. So there would have been, 11. But, sorry what happened to the other child. So let's just hear what this woman has to say about Nick Cannon once again is going to become a father again. Let's get it.
To sit on somebody's podcast and put your crusty, decrepit lips together to say that you want women to value their cootie cat more, all while having a baby farm, is insane to me. Like, you actively have 6 women pregnant all at the same time. So you're just sticking your recycled penis into different women over and over again and just shooting up that club. Wow. It already ain't a flex to be humping on Nick Cannon. But now it's just a joke. Like, y'all already letting a nigga that walk around with his grandmother's bonnet on hit with no strap. And to just keep letting him recycle y'all's uteruses is equally as insane to me. It's crazy to me because he really set his Beaver Bills ass on that podcast, pretending like he was a whole gynecologist talking about women's health and hygiene and shit. And you're sitting here tossing around your hot potato Dinnick. I don't understand that. And obviously the Dinnick not that good, and these hoes just must need the bag because Mariah never spent the block on you. She never tiptoed. She never went back. She never did none of that. So either y'all need to love yourselves more or something needs to give, because how y'all just letting this man come around, shoot up your club and carry his baby, and he ain't gouged y'all, cuffed y'all, done none of that? It blows my mind. And with the speed and rate that he's having all these kids, it's not going to be very much bag to share. So come on.
Okay, y'all want to share a quick thought before we end this on this one? It was just, her opinion. I thought it was very interesting. Anybody want to share a thought?
Listen, I think Nick is disgusting. Especially with the new found details. And remember, he was in the hospital for a while, okay? And it all seems, because I seen another video where this man, he posted the same thing. He was married, but he was out with everybody, but he was actually spreading the business around. And I do mean the type of gift that keeps on giving, okay? And he ended up going to jail. But I mean, yeah, Nick Cannon, it just doesn't make sense. These ladies knew he was sick. And even though he said he had something else, they know he's sick. Everybody knows Nick is sick. Like, he's not doing very well, okay? I mean, you can put a suit on a corpse, right? So, I mean, it's just disgusting. And then he did go on a podcast and say that most women smell. So she didn't talk about that, but I think it was the same interview that she is actually talking about. He said most women smell, and they have some type of something going on. They're having problems with their hygiene and things of this nature. Like, are you serious?
Yeah, when I heard about that, that was a little bit disturbing for him to come out and say something like that.
But But he's jumping up and down on top of all of these women. So what does that say about him?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that it's just disgusting? He is disgusting. He is a walking medical disaster. The CDC needs to pick him up. His child just died. Okay? Yeah, let's talk about it for real. Like, this is serious. It's not a joke and it's not a game. His baby died.
Yeah, because a lot of people find it to be funny, and they like, well, he got the money or whatever. And I personally don't think it's funny. I mean, I can really go on about this one, but
the money didn't save that baby. The money is not having him stick around and being a father to any of the babies.
Nikki, hold a second. And I agree with you. Kat, we have to hold the women responsible, because I don't understand these women. How are you so comfortable? Because a lot of these babies are being born. If you do the time period of time that they're born, that means he's having sex with all these women at the same time. So, ladies, are you comfortable sharing all these bodily fluids? Because when you're having sex with him, no protection, you're having sex with his other partner. So everybody's just sharing bodily fluids. Everybody's jumping in spirits into their body, and people don't realize these called soul ties. And sometimes it's hard to break the soul tie. That's a whole nother story. Whatever. But yeah, I hold the women responsible too. But a lot of these women, they so much concerned about getting the bag and thinking about money, but they're not realizing this is not a healthy thing. And at the end, who's suffering, I say, is the children.
The children are one of the children died. I don't think all of the children even came to the funeral. He was off on another baby mama shoot where another woman was pregnant, and this woman just lost her baby.
Yeah, that's what I've heard about that one. Yeah, the one sorry, he lost a child, and at that time, currently, someone was pregnant. He was keeping it quiet because his child was like, he was keeping it all hush hush. Why are you keeping it hush hush? You're ashamed. Something's not right. See.
And then the next week, he was in the studio doing another photo shoot. So it's just like, what? Like, how? How do you get through something like that and then see him go off with someone else, and then your baby is gone, but she's about to get her baby?
Nikki and Pam said something too. Now other people will follow the trend, and I hate to say, see, these celebrities like, I'm a celebrity, you ain't gotta look up to me, you do you, I'm doing me. Well, I'm sorry, honey. When you become a celebrity, just for males and female, people looks up to you as a role model. So you can't pick and choose when you want them to look up to you when you don't. Okay, you want a fan to be a fan, and when you don't want to be a fan. All right, so people look up to you and they will follow what you're doing. These young guys, they'll look like, hey, Nick is doing it, why don't I do it? And the same thing, it could be a woman, a female celebrity, whatever. So you have to be careful in the public eye what you're doing. I know you have to live your life, but hey, it is what it is. When you're a celebrity, people's gonna look up to you. They're gonna, or what you say, even like a celebrity, who you vote for. They hear that you voting for this person. Oh well, what you call is voting for them. I'm gonna have to vote for them too. That's why some of these celebrities, they only say who they voting for. They keep their mouth shut because they know their words have power and influence over people. And what is realist says exactly, Donna, worrying about the bag all the time going to get somebody in deep trouble. Yeah, that's what it is. These women, they worried about the bag. And the thing about it, Nick knows that that's all they care about. And he's going into games. So everybody is in the wrong, my opinion. And what I think of is my opinion. And I'm just waiting for, I don't know which child, because there's going to be more to come. It don't seem like he's going to stop. He has 10 children. Which one's going to come out with a book and going to say, I'm the child of Nick Cannon, and this is how I feel about being the child of Nick Cannon and him having so many children. And it's going to be an interesting book, because one of them is not going to be quite happy. They're going to say is, oh, he was never at my games. Oh, Christmas, old holidays, or whatever. He was this and that, or whatever. And then another thing, you have to remember, all of these children have different mothers with different personalities. It can't always be about Nick's schedule. They got a schedule too. They might be working, going to school, doing something. So let's say he said, oh, I'm only free because of the month of July, and I have to get all my kids together, spend time with them. Well, excuse me, sir. The month of July, I'm not really free. I'll be busy with work, so I can't do it that way. November would be a better month for me, but he can't do November because it's just too much of a conflict when you have all of these baby mamas. It's just, yeah. Or the same way, vice versa. Women having all these baby fathers. But, people give him a pass because he's a celebrity and he got money, so they like, it's okay.
Yeah, a lot of people like a pass, but when you think about the medical part of it, just that, right? Just that alone. It's not too good for him, and he's not going to have that much longevity. And I do think
I'm done.
I think something else is going to happen to somebody else. He is not healthy, and he's passing down his illness to his children and to those women.
That's something else to think about. Because I had a girlfriend and she didn't, have children. With her and her husband, they didn't want to have any children due to the fact is because he had a lot of mental illness in his family. He didn't want to bring children in, but it might have been a possibility they would inherit it. So he didn't want to do, bringing in children. So something to think about. But, people, they figure they got money and power. I can do whatever I want to do. I'm the exception to the rule. All right, don't need a man said something. And did you hear about the guy that I think had 33 or was a 34 kids? And I don't know how many babies, mamas he got, but that's ridiculous. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Oh my God. I know there was some guy that came on Ivana sent whatever her show was, and he had all the baby mamas. I think he had like about 10 baby mamas. Oh, it was just insane. I just don't get it. And even with the women, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get it. And I know I'll never will get it and never join that club. All right. Last one says, Captain says, if you want to talk about someone, Donna, just being real, what about Future? Let's talk about him too. Oh Lord. I'm just finding out about Future. Lord have mercy. Maybe we have a day we just talk about this. That's gonna be a whole nother topic, Captain. All right.
I mean, Shorty Low, he got killed in a car accident. Do you remember Shorty Low? Hello. They know.
I don't know. That's a rapper or somebody? What is he? I don't know him.
He's a rapper. Yes, he was a rapper. He had about 2 children. Yeah, he got killed in an awful accident. Yeah, this was some time ago. And I think they were gonna do a show about him, but it's nothing cool about this. Like they're not considering the children at all. Once again,
they're not considering the children, like you said.
Double digits, astronomical numbers. Because if you have 10 children, just imagine there's 10. That's 30 different people. Like how? Okay, are you there?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just stepped away. Just had to put on mute. I heard what you were saying. I apologize. Let me read this real quick from Real. It says, too many variables come into play. Bottom line, homie should put it away before it falls off and affects someone else, but can't tell these fool celebrities nothing. Yeah, Dr. Dre's another one. He got a whole bunch of kids, different mamas too, but he only wants to seem to claim, just the two is with. But enough talking about Dr. Dre. If y'all want to hear what I think about Dr. Dre, look at my playlist, celebrity playlist.
Dr. Dre is disgusting too. But Nick, really, it already has affected. You know, the baby died. Once again, that lady had that baby. It was a couple of months old, and it was sick for a while. And the baby actually died.
Oh, wait a minute, hold up.
But
Captain Dennis Rodman father had 27 kids and said that he'll stop at 30. Oh God, I can't with this. Oh my gosh. I remember him, Nikki. I don't know who that person she was talking about. Oh, this is crazy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me end this. It's been 1 hour 25 minutes. And thank you, Nikki. Hugs and kisses to you, beautiful. Thank you for being up here. And thank you, everybody, for engaging. Thank you, everybody, for sharing your thoughts and opinions. Because, this stuff do happen in relationships. We have to realize in relationship, people have to date smart, not thirsty. That is so important. A lot of people go into relationships thirsty. They've been lonely, or they just got out of a bad relationship, or somebody's telling these sweet, charming things that they never heard before, and they're getting attention. So, but don't realize that, this person really come into your life with bad intentions. But don't walk into relationships being scared all the time, because not everybody do. But just keep your antennas up. Be wise. Look at the person's eyes. Listen to your discernment. Listen to your heart, because God will let you know if you are with the wrong person. And also, if you're dealing with someone and a lot of their friends or people telling you got more than 2 people saying there's something wrong with that person, listen to them. Listen. Might be seeing something that you're not seeing, but some people get so caught up with that love bug, they pay it no attention. It is what it is. All right, everybody have themselves a safe night and a blessed night, and stay tuned for more of Donna Just Being Real.